A lot of it had to do with growing up with our local town's veterinarian. His son was actually in my class growing up. So I think that played a large role in it as a child, but then, you know, growing and kind of really going further into school and having to kind of hone in on what it looked like trying to get into veterinary school. I think just being able to help creatures that really can't speak to you is kind of interesting, and it's almost like a puzzle that you get to put together every day. So I think that probably, as a whole, ended up being the reason that I chose veterinary medicine. A big thing that actually helped me was the undergrad program that I chose to go to has an excellent animal science program. Not all undergrad institutions have that, and so I had a lot of really good mentors that can actually kind of lead you into getting into vet school, and there's a lot of students that are applying every year, and so you actually get to kind of see what they're doing. You see what works for some of them and what doesn't work for some of them, and so you try to avoid those mistakes. But kind of being in an environment where there's a lot of people trying to accomplish a similar goal is extremely helpful, because some undergrad programs you're the only one, that's maybe thinking about going to veterinary medicine, and that can be extremely isolating and difficult. And so choosing an institution, if you know that's what you want to do, that is going to be really supportive and helpful for you, really made a big difference for me. Probably one of the biggest, challenges is when you go from being in an undergraduate or even high school where you're like probably making really good grades. In undergrad, you're making really good grades, and then you go to vet school and it's like your grade situation can change really fast, and that's okay. You don't have to be a straight A student in vet school. As long as you pass, you get to be a veterinarian, and so that's kind of the beauty of that. But the personality types that tend to go into vet school, that's hard to wrap your mind around sometimes. So just kind of being open to the process and knowing that not everything's going to go your way, but in the end it's probably all going to work out is kind of a good mentality to have.